Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Smitha. Welcome to my channel. If you can't tell yet, I'm obsessed with Bollywood and Holi is coming up. So I had to create a Holi inspired celebrity look. There's so many beautiful looks, but I chose to create this look of Deepika Padukone from Ram Leela. I hope you enjoyed this video, and without further ado, let's begin. Let's get done with the makeup first and then we'll move on to the hairstyle. But before I do my makeup, I'd like to prep my skin a bit. And I'm going to be starting with the Silk Peony by Tatcha, which is an amazing eye cream. I love how this product goes on and it is absorbed into the skin pretty much immediately and helps with dry skin especially. I have dry skin, I have sensitive skin, so this is perfect for me. To hydrate my lips, I'm using a lip balm. This one's from Milani. It's the Rose Lip Balm. I love the way this feels as well. And next, I'm going to be using a primer spray. This is a mist by Milani. It's a new one. It's the Supercharged Revitalizing Facial Mist. Because Deepika's contour and dimension is visible, but it's very subtle, I'm going to be doing the contouring underneath the foundation. So I'm going to start with contouring first. And for that, I'm using a deeper shade of concealer by Colourpop. This is the Pretty Fresh Concealer in 200N. When you want that wonderfully fresh finish, use the contouring and sometimes the highlight underneath the foundation. That gives you a more natural look. And I've said this time and again, when you use the contour first, it's very forgiving because even if you don't blend it to perfection, it's okay because you'll be applying the foundation on top of it and then the blend becomes seamless automatically. And I like to blend cream products with a flat top kabuki brush, and the one that I'm using is from Doe Color. And then to color correct, I'm going to be using the new Supercharged Brightening Under Eye Tint. I'm just going to be using it in areas where I have uneven skin, like under my eyes and around my mouth. And I'm going to quickly blend it out with my finger. For foundation, I'm using something that gives me a light to medium coverage. This is the Revlon Photo Ready Candid Glow in the shade 340. Again, when you use any kind of dimension under the foundation, whether it's a contour or a highlight, you want to use a light to medium coverage foundation because you want some of that dimension to peek through. Although subtle, it'll still show. Now, if you use a full coverage foundation, it's going to cover up everything. So there's no point applying any kind of dimension under the foundation. And for that reason, when you apply the dimension first and then the foundation, always use a light to medium coverage foundation. The sponge that I'm using is a damp sponge, and this one's from Ofra Cosmetics. To conceal around my eyes, I'm going to be using the Milani concealer. This is in the shade 145, which is an exact match to my skin tone. To blend this out, again, I'm using the damp sponge by Ofra Cosmetics. And once everything settles in, I'm going to very lightly set my face with a translucent powder. I'm just using Airspun. But again, I'm using a large blending brush to very lightly dust it in areas where I usually crease, which is usually in my T-zone. I'm not going to apply too much powder because I don't want to cake up or look powdery. So again, very little. And then to melt some of that powder and to set the base makeup, again, I'm going to be using the Milani Setting Mist. Moving on to the eye makeup and the brows to begin with. Her brows were pretty well defined, so I'm going to be using the Precisely My Brow from Benefit, not only to fill in the sparse areas, but also to give my brows some shape. Her eye makeup was simple. She had a lighter shimmer shade on the lid and a deeper shade of brown going around her crease as well as lower lash line to define it. I'm going to be starting with the shadow stick called One and Done. This is by Pixi. I'm going to be applying it all over my lid, starting with the lash line to the crease. And then I'm going to be using the Hoola bronzer as my transition. So I'm going to be using this at the crease, smoking it out, and then I'm going to be using it in my lower lash line as well. You can also use a brown eyeshadow. To tightline just the top lash line so my lashes look thicker, I'm going to be using a black eye pencil. This is the Jordana Easy Liner in black. It's time to curl my lashes and finish up with some mascara. And the mascara that I'm using is the Big Shot Mascara by Maybelline. She doesn't have too much mascara in her lower lashes, so I'm going to first apply the mascara. And then to remove the excess product, I'm using a clean spoolie to brush it down. And here is the completed eye look. She had the lightest blush on her cheeks, so I had to look for the lightest blush that I had in my stash, and it was the Laura Mercier blush in Bellini. Her lipstick also looks very natural, so I'm going to be using Just a Tint, which is a lip tint by Colourpop in the Strand. And that, my friends, is the makeup part. Now let's move on to the hair. She had poofy hair in front and a messy knot in the back. So I'm going to first section out my hair in front and tie a knot in the back. I'm also going to loosen the knot just a tad bit so it helps with the poof in front. And then I'm going to start working with the hair in front. I'm going to take small parts, use some hairspray and start teasing it. The hairspray that I'm using is Aussie. I'm going to list everything in the description box below. And many of you have been asking me where the description box is. It's right below the video. You just have to expand it using the arrow on the right side. I'm going to continue to take small sections and start teasing it until I'm done with all the hair in front. The hair is automatically raised now, so it's very easy to make that poof in front. So I'm going to gather all the hair and I'm going to pin it in the back. While I do that, I'm also going to leave a couple of loose strands in front just like what she has. And then using the hairspray once again, I'm going to neaten up and comb back some of that baby hair and flyaways. To accessorize, I'm going to start with the bindi. She has a red round bindi, and for that I'm using the sticker. And underneath that she has a small black bindi, and for that I'm just using a black gel liner. I'm going to stamp it with the back of a brush. I'm also adding to this some jewelry, including earrings as well as a nose ring. And of course, this look is not complete without some holy colors. So here we go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up if you did. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I post several videos a week. Do check out the description box right below the video for all the products information, as well as links to my social media. So in case you plan to recreate this look, please don't forget to tag me. I love you guys so much. Happy Holi in advance, and I will see you soon with a brand new one. Bye guys.